Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back as always to the Thai Expat Daily Show, where we're bringing you the daily news each and every day. Now, before we do get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to support the show, the easiest and the best way to do so is to become a channel member by just hitting the join button down below. Now that that's all done and dusted, let's jump into those trending stories in Thailand today. The Royal Gazette has announced that the Finance Ministry will begin collecting value-added tax on all imported goods, including those priced below 1,500 baht, starting July 5th. This measure aims to ensure fairness for domestic entrepreneurs who are subject to VAT and to comply with international agreements. The ruling will be effective until December 31st of this year. On June 30th, the Royal Gazette's website issued an announcement from the ministry regarding the exemption of customs duties for items valued less than 1,500 baht, while enforcing VAT collection on such imported items beginning July 5th. The government is implementing VAT on imported goods priced from 1 baht to 1,500 baht to address unfair competition from cheap imported goods, particularly from China, which are not currently subject to VAT. Domestic sellers are required to pay VAT. Thailand must also adhere to international agreements that set minimum values for each imported item to ensure customs duty collection is worthwhile. Importers must follow the procedures specified by the Director General of the Customs Department. The announcement was signed by the Finance Minister. The Customs Department will collect the VAT until December 31st, after which the Revenue Department will take over. The Revenue Department is amending the Revenue Code to accommodate this change. The Cabinet has tasked the Interior Ministry with amending the Condominium Act to increase the foreign ownership limit in a development from 49% to 75%, and the Land Act to allow foreigners to lease land in Thailand for 99 years, up from the current 50 years. Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul stated on Friday that minimal changes are needed for the Land Act, as the existing law already permits foreigners to lease land for 50 years, with an option to extend for another 50. He explained that the Land Act requires amendment to reassure foreign investors that they can secure land leases in Thailand for up to 99 years in a single contract, ensuring investment security and value. Anutin also noted that while foreigners will be able to purchase up to 75% of condominium units in a development, their voting rights in the management of the development will remain unchanged, with Thais retaining control. The amendment to the Condominium Act is expected to increase foreign purchases of units, addressing the current oversupply, particularly of low and moderately priced units, according to the Interior Ministry. He asserted that these changes will benefit both Thailand and its people. So I guess condominiums are one of the things that you can actually own here in Thailand and buy as a foreigner. So, I mean, the increase to 75% of a development may seem like a good thing, but then I think about local Thai people and will this push them out of the market? But I'd love to know your opinion about all of this, whether you agree with it or not. Comments down below in the comment section would be greatly appreciated. Despite the Thai government's efforts to combat Euro 2024 football gambling, numerous betting websites continue to operate with billions of baht in circulation. Now, on June 21st, Police Lieutenant General Warawat and a cyber police team announced the results of Operation Shutdown Eurobet, targeting two major betting websites, WM88 and Xstand. The raid led to the arrest of a Chinese group, which seized assets totaling over 280 million baht. These websites had a cash flow of approximately 1.4 billion baht from January to June of this year. Now, during the raid, officers seized luxury vehicles and cash from a Chinese couple in Bangkok's Tongklor area. The couple, Mr. and Mrs. Zhang, denied involvement, claiming their wealth came from selling an advertisement company in China and trading cryptocurrencies. Additionally, a second raid at a luxury condo in Phrom Phong resulted in the arrest of one Chinese national and 4 Thai nationals with assets seized totaling 287 million baht. Overall, 64 suspects were apprehended, charged with illegal electronic gambling and money laundering. Efforts continue to apprehend the remaining suspects. Police Lieutenant General Pimsari announced that from June 14th to 20th, the Centre for Prevention and Suppression of Illegal Euro Football Gambling arrested 1,578 suspects on site and 240 suspects online, with 62 websites shut down. The Gambling Act of 1935 and the Child Protection Act of 2003 will be enforced against violators, with penalties including imprisonment and fines. A significant public outcry has emerged after a local tuk-tuk boss threatened a metered taxi driver outside Yongsilong Mall in Patong yesterday afternoon. The incident led to the taxi's foreign tourist passengers exiting the vehicle for their safety. The altercation began when the metered taxi was dropping off a customer at the mall. Shortly after, two foreign tourists entered the taxi. Suddenly, a man, believed to be the head of the local tuk-tuk queue, approached the taxi and loudly declared that metered taxis were not permitted to pick up passengers from that location due to a designated queue for tuk-tuks. Confused and alarmed, the foreign tourist quickly exited the taxi. The tuk-tuk boss continued to threaten the taxi driver, even challenging him to step out of his vehicle. He insisted that the area was restricted to local tuk-tuks and that meter taxis were not allowed to pick up passengers there. The entire incident occurred in front of numerous tourists and was recorded on video by both the taxi driver and several bystanders. The driver of the meter taxi, identified as Mr. Dam, later recounted to reporters that he had just dropped off a customer at Yongsilong when the two foreign tourists got into his taxi, unaware of any restrictions. The tuk-tuk boss then approached and demanded that the tourists leave the vehicle. Despite Mr. Dam complying, the tuk-tuk boss continued his threats and challenges. Mr. Dam expressed his frustration, noting that he has never experienced such an incident before, although he mentioned that his colleagues have faced similar situations. He urged fellow taxi drivers, including tuk-tuk drivers, to resolve such matters more peacefully and without intimidation. A report of the incident has been filed with the police, but no legal action has been taken as of yet. And finally, marine national parks along both the Andaman coast and the Gulf of Thailand have seen a significant increase in foreign tourists this year. Revenue over the past 9 months has already surpassed the entire fiscal year of 2023, with a 21% increase. On June 22nd, the National Park Office released data on national park fee collection for the first 9 months of the fiscal year, from October 1st to June 30th of this year. The total amount collected was an impressive 1.785 billion baht, or approximately $48 million, a record-breaking figure that exceeds the total collection for the entire year of 2023, which was 1.467 billion baht, about $40 million. The Director General of the Department of National Parks attributes this increase to the growing number of foreign tourists spurred by the government's tourism promotion policies. The marine national parks of both the Andaman coast and the Gulf of Thailand, known for their stunning marine attractions, have become key destinations for international visitors. Additionally, the global recognition of Thailand's beaches, such as Koh Kradan in Trang Province, being named as one of the world's most beautiful beaches, has boosted interest in other marine tourist spots. The top 5 national parks with the highest fee collection are, well, number 1, Phi Phi Island National Park, 500 million baht it took in. Simeon Islands, 243 million baht. Khao Lem at Koh Samet National Park, 127 million baht. Phang National Park took in 114 million baht. And finally, Doi Intanon National Park took in just over 100 million baht. Now, Phi Phi National Park, which tops the list, has already exceeded last year's collection by over 300 million baht for the same period. The number of foreign tourists has increased significantly, from 2.6 million in 2023 to 4.5 million in 2024, a rise of nearly 1.8 million, or approximately 41%. The collection fees will be utilized to improve infrastructure and facilities within the national parks, pay staff salaries, enhance personal training, and allocate 5% to local administrative organizations near the national park. So as we conclude today's episode, I want to invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. This show isn't just about delivering news, it's about fostering a conversation. Your insights and perspective matter to me. So keep the dialogue alive, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Your support means the world to us. I'm Kieran Mack. You've been tuning into the Thai Expat Daily Show. Until next time, take care and stay engaged.